I'm a repeat offender to myself.
Hello, hello. It is still April Fool's to me, and how about you? Is every day in your life April Fool's, or is it just my life?
Sometimes it feels that way.
It does. Just sometimes for you. This is the wonderful Emily. Emily, say your whole name because it's a long name and I mess up everything. So if you say it, then I won't mess it up.
Hello, my darling dead audiophiles. I am your host, Emily Ann Smykal.
Smykal.
Formerly DJ Decapitatrix. Currently freelance gun for hire.
Cool, baby. And where are you from?
I'm from Long Island, but if you had culture, you came here.
Ah, if you had culture. Okay, but you know, Long Island has its own culture.
It really does.
It does. It does. It does. It does. It definitely does. Many people do come from Long Island, especially if you're from New York. You know, I went to camp with so many people from Long Island. I used to wish I was from Long Island. They were like so hip. They knew how to blow dry their hair. I still don't know how to blow dry my hair. They knew how to do all the things that like you're supposed to do. How to go, you know. They knew with the trendy clothes and the this and the that. And I don't know. What part of Long Island were you from?
I'm from Holbrook, exit 62.
Oh, that's far.
Tupperware for people.
Wow. I know someone at exit 50. Bagatelle Road.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
it's just past 110.
Wow, I just know how to get to where I'm going. But today is April 16th, and thank you so much for being the Who today. And it is National Mushroom Day. Yeah. So we got some mushrooms in the house, and Emily actually brought us some yummy cookies too, but they're not really the theme, but they probably taste a lot better than these. However, if you like mushrooms, I'm sure these are pretty good. I love mushrooms. Do you like mushrooms?
I love mushrooms.
Oh, good. Oh, good. So when you share your skeleton in the closet today, folks, you can have a mushroom. Isn't that exciting? It's that exciting. So what else went on this day? April 16th. Let's see. Oh my God, did you hear about that horrible thing that happened today? I feel like every Wednesday now another horrible thing happens. Did you hear about that big ship that's sinking in South Korea in the water? Hundreds and hundreds of high school students were on the boat. It looks like the Titanic. It's like it went over and it's just sinking, sinking, sinking. And I don't know, there were like tons of high school kids on that boat, and honeymooners were on that boat, and I don't know how they're gonna find the people that went down. It was a huge ship. Every time Wednesday I go to the stupid gym, I watch these tragedies that are happening in the world right now. So my heart goes to you, anyone in South Korea. I'm sure you're freaking out. I hope your loved ones are okay.
That's some scary stuff.
Ay, 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 this world, but whatever. And on this day, I think you'll remember this. Another wonderful thing happened on this day in history. Planes across the UK, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Russia were all grounded as a result of that big volcano from Iceland. That was on this day in 2010. Remember that?
I do. How do you even pronounce that?
I can't.
Yeah.
Eyjafjallajökull volcano.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that was 2 years ago. 4 years ago. 4 years ago already. God, you could have graduated college from then to now. Isn't that crazy? Wow.
It feels like yesterday.
I know. 4 years ago. Wow. Howard Stern, I love Howard Stern. He premiered in Minneapolis, St. Paul on this day in '97. Think about how long ago that was. I can't even do that math. Circus performers Marisa Young and Matt Richardson got married on this day. And the thing that's cool is Marisa was 24 and Matt was 21.
Aww.
I wonder if they're still married. That would be nice. Or not. I don't know. They were hanging out in the circus. I mean, I'm sure you do a lot of funky things when you're traveling with the circus. I just met someone the other day who used to be in the circus, and he's pretty cool, actually. Singer Harry Connick Jr. got married on this day also when he was 26, and he married a model named Jill good heir who was 30. So it seems like Cougar Day is this day as well.
I'm going to keep that in mind for the party tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder, are they still married? I can't imagine that he's still married to her.
He seems like a nice guy.
Harry Connick, he seems like a nice guy, but you think he's married to the first person when he was 26? The same woman from 1994? I don't know. Let us know if Harry Connick Jr. is still with this woman.
Somebody just yell. Just get on a smartphone or whatever.
Somehow I just don't know. This is another horrible thing that happened on this day, but yes and no horrible. The jury reaches guilty verdict in federal case against the cop who beat Rodney King, but the verdict is not read until April 17th. I mean, it's a great thing that cop got
could have done without
guilty.
the riots, though.
Yeah,
I'm going to say that.
It could have been done without the beating on Rodney King. I mean, look what happened to him. He ended up on celebrity rehab and then died. It's like, wow, we love you, Rodney King, and I do wish we could all just get along. I wish it so much. This world is just bothering me lately. Why can't we all just get along? I don't get it. In 1990, I know how many years ago that is because my daughter was born in 1990, so that's 21 years ago.
Mm.
She's turning 21. The maximum New York State unemployment benefit raised to $260. Can you believe it? That's what the maximum was. That's like the minimum now, I think, right? Isn't the maximum like $400 now?
You might want to redo the math on that record.
What? On what? The cha-ching? I was so lucky. I never had unemployment my whole life, and then I finally did, and I got it when it was like constantly getting extensions. So I'm so grateful. I had it for as long as you could possibly have it, because I know people that have it now, and they've cut it really bad. I'm sorry, but I'm glad I had it when I did, but I could use it again, truthfully, because I'm not getting a salary right now. I know. Howard Stern again and the Infinity Broadcasting are warned by the FCC on this day. That's probably what Howard was doing, right? Yes. Michael Jordan becomes the second NBA to score 3,000 points in a season, and that was in 1987. So I can only imagine how many points he's scored in other years, because he's Michael Jordan. He has so many pairs of sneakers named after him, and people kill people for Jordan sneakers. I mean,
Still,
what is
that's so retro.
I mean, come on, get a life.
This is not the 90s.
Go
people
steal
just
them from a store. Don't kill somebody for their sneakers. I mean, come on. To dispel rumors he's dead, Muammar Gaddafi appeared on national television on this day. I'm waiting for Bin Laden to do that. I swear I am. Do you think Bin Laden's dead?
Look, I can't talk about this right now.
All right. I just always think he's living in George Bush's basement I swear, I really, really do think so. I think he lives in his basement and it's set up
I don't think
like
Saddam
a
Hussein is
cave
dead.
so he's comfortable.
I think they got one of Saddam Hussein's lookalikes. I don't think Saddam Hussein is dead.
Okay, so you think he's alive. I wouldn't doubt it.
I think Bin Laden is probably also possibly alive.
Unless they're both in that place that plane that they can't find is, that maybe they're all there, because I've actually met someone who thinks that plane went through into another galaxy and is actually somewhere else, like in a Star Trek place.
Well, okay, I'm gonna tell this story real quick. When TWA Flight 800 went down,
Right?
when I was a kid, I was in a boat in Moriches Bay, and my family looked up and we said, "Oh hey, fireworks," and then we went, "Those aren't fireworks," and we
Wow,
watched the
you
plane
saw
fall in
it.
the ocean. At the time, I was working for the Park Service, and we had a mandate that if you found anything that you thought was part of TWA Flight 800, you didn't touch it. You got,
Right.
you got the investigators to come,
Right.
and then we shipped it off to what used to be the Grumman factory. And they
Wow.
reassembled the plane. As far as I can tell, the stuff is still in evidence. Now, the fact that they can't find parts of this plane just scares the crap out of me.
It's bizarre, right?
I don't know what happened.
Is it like the Bermuda Triangle kind of thing? That's what I'm thinking,
the
right?
Bermuda Triangle was like pockets of sulfurous gas that well up and they just take everything out. They come straight out of the ocean. It's a huge bubble of gas, and it comes out. And if you are over that, when it's like a volcano but with gas, and if you're over that when it erupts, they're never finding you. That's what happens.
See, that's what that's what I'm thinking is kind of maybe what that was, like the Bermuda Triangle thing.
It's not aliens.
Yeah, I know, but if people believe in aliens, I know people that, you know, you're not going to tell someone who believes in aliens that it's not. Do you believe in aliens?
Why the hell would they come here?
No, not that they would come here.
Yes, I believe in them. Do I believe that they would avoid this planet? Yes.
Okay, well, I just think, like, how can we be so silly to think that we're the only planet that has life?
It's arrogant. It's beyond silly.
It's just like, you know, we're like this big in the whole freaking sky, right?
Those look in the sky.
Yeah, there's so many things going on. It's just funny how we interpret because we're such a egotistical nation, but maybe each place is, right?
We all are. We have to protect ourselves.
Of course. All right, talking about egotistical, Queen Elizabeth proclaims Canada's new constitution on this day. Now, what does that mean? She proclaims Canada's new constitution? I mean, does that mean she gives them permission?
I think that it was like just
You
a
seem so
complete-
smart, Emily.
That's what I do. I was a librarian.
Really?
I've done all kinds of crazy stuff.
Good for you. Where were you a librarian?
Station Public Library. I was first I was a page, then I was a clerk. I know a lot of people who are assistant librarians or adjunct librarians who have been waiting, and they're in their 40s, and they've just been waiting for these
Like for an apartment?
old librarians
Almost
to
like-
retire or
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, like for an apartment.
Yeah,
Same thing.
basically.
So
Yeah.
wait a minute. So do they still do the Dewey Decimal System? I heard
No,
they don't
it's
do
library-
that anymore.
library
Yeah,
system,
they
yeah.
don't do it anymore. How sad for Dewey. Do you have a favorite book? Did you read a lot?
I can barely pick a favorite genre. I can
Mine is
recommend some books
YA.
Yeah.
My favorite genre of library books is that
Easy,
YA. I love them.
Sleazy.
I love YA books. We did that. Now, Arthur Ashe, I love Arthur Ashe, retires from professional tennis on this day. I love Arthur Ashe. Such a class act he was. Alex Haley finds his roots on this day in Jafurah, Gambia. I guess that's when he went and... Wait, but what Roots was probably right around that time. I mean, didn't he write Roots before? Did he write it before? Wait, you're the librarian. Did you ever read Roots? Was like a fat book.
I did not read Roots.
But you saw it,
I saw
right?
Roots.
It wasn't really
It was
fat.
huge.
It was
Yeah.
giant, right? And then they made the miniseries,
Right.
Roots. But this is 1977, and wasn't the show around that time? I mean, it was. So did he go and find his roots
I think-
after the show? He went after. Wow. So
Are
he
you
made
sure
the
it's not about his hair color and he was changing?
Ah, no, I don't think so. Kunta Kinte, it changed everything, right? Yeah.
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton. That's Entertainment closed at the Edison Theater in New York after 4 performances. That breaks my heart when I see things like that. That's Entertainment was huge production. 4 performances and it closed. I mean, go figure, right? Yankee beats the Boston. Listen to this. Yankees beat Boston 7-6 in 18 innings
Ooh,
on
that's
this
close.
day in 1967. 18 innings. Can you imagine? Did you ever go to a game that long? Oh, good luck to you, Boston, next week. You're getting a lot of hype right now, and for very good reason. I can't believe that was a year ago. That
Yeah,
feels
that's
like
crazy.
10 years ago. Don't you think so?
I was so worried about all my friends up there.
Oh, it was such a nightmare. And
heartbreaking.
you were connected. Caroline knew somebody that was up there.
My boss's son did the marathon.
Yeah. So good luck, Boston. Yeah. Woo! I know. Boston strong. 9 men sentenced 25 to 30 years on this day for Britain's great train robbery. Wow. I guess they didn't get
That's too many
away.
guys. That's too many guys.
9 men
That's too many guys.
to be in one,
To be in cahoots,
you think?
I think.
So they ratted on each other?
I don't think that was the case. I just think that's too much. Like something has.
But they made a
To go
good
wrong.
movie, I think. Isn't
Yeah.
there a good movie, The Great Train Robbery? I don't know. Geraldine Mock of the U.S. is the first woman to fly solo around the world in 1964. Don't you have to stop for gas somewhere? I just don't get that. Walter Cronkite begins anchoring the CBS Evening News on this day.
Oh, bless him.
I know.
In 900 BC.
It was actually 1962. It seemed kind of like, I mean, that, I guess, but yeah, it should have been more like BC, I think.
The most trusted man in America.
Walter Cronkite, and this is the news. Oh my gosh, the 15th Tony Awards, and Bye Bye Birdie won. I watched Bye Bye Birdie yesterday. Oh my god, that's like one of my favorite movies in the whole wide world. Oh my god, you have no idea how much I love Bye Bye Birdie. No wonder it won the Tony. I learned a lot about it yesterday too, because it was on Turner Classic, and you know how he gives all that information? Anne Margaret stole that film. She did. She was so cute. I love her. And Marg Rock. She was on the Flintstones. You remember that? Yeah. I love Anne Marg Rock. The first solar-powered radio goes on sale. Check this out. 1956. Now, where is it? Why is solar like so new when it's from 1956? You know, what's up with that?
Big oil.
Yeah.
Even for radios?
You know what? If you can make it seem small and cute, like a harmless gadget, it's never gonna get public support. On the other hand, giant wind-powered turbines that could power an entire city.
Like windmills?
Yeah, like hyper-effective solar panels that you put a few on the roof of the building and it can power the building. Like, that's real.
Yeah.
And it's coming, and we're gonna need people to take care of that.
Right.
Like we're going to need to stop training people to do jobs that are no longer applicable and teach them how to deal with new technology. But in that case, you'll be empowering just masses of underserved communities. You know, just masses of people, and we can't have
really
that.
make a difference if that 1% wanted us to, right?
Yeah, but they're 1%. So.
It is happening, you're right. I have a friend who's a contractor who has solar cells on his roof on his house. And he's all about energy efficiency. And the thing is always follow the money. When these questions come up, when things become where they can make somebody $1, then they'll do it.
I have a question. Can they hear him? Okay, good. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
they can.
Okay, good.
And all right, what else? This is kind of interesting. The first zoom lens was demonstrated in New York City in 1947. Yeah, check that out, right?
That's good.
Yeah. Annie Oakley sets the record by breaking 100 clay targets in a row. On this day. Go Annie Oakley. She is the shit. The U.S. Post Office issues the first book of postage stamps in 1900 on this day. Now you can order your own stamps online and print them yourself. I was at the post office today, and yes, I went yesterday and left. And then when I went today, it was like nothing. And the lady says, that's because yesterday was tax day. I was like, why is it so crowded?
Who waited? I did that on January 17th.
A lot of people waited.
That's so sad.
Oh, wow. You're lucky you got your W-2 early. Vaudeville Theatre Strand opens in London on this day. Hooray for London. U.S. President Lincoln on this day outlaws business with Confederate states. Now, like, how can he do that? Like, you can't do business with a Confederate state? What about Confederate states doing business with each other? I mean...
No, well, they were their own country, and yeah, we can put embargoes on foreign countries. We can ban business with them. We can make it illegal. That's how come nobody can just go to Cuba. Or at least they didn't.
Well, my parents are going to Cuba on Saturday, actually.
Okay, good. I'm glad they finally lifted that. That was some crap.
No, you can get there. You just have to be tricky about it. You can go, but if you really want to, there are ways, but it's ridiculous. I mean, Cuba, you're such a silly place. I actually met,
Cuba's a silly place.
I met Castro's brother in Atlantic City.
Wait, the
Castro's brother.
one who's in charge now, or a different one?
No, I guess. This was a long time ago. I won a lot of money that day. Don't ask me how. And he was throwing me chips because I was winning him a lot of money. And it was the craziest day. It never happened again, of course, but yeah, he kept saying, I'm Castro's brother. I know, it was crazy.
That's so awkward.
It was so crazy. George Washington heads for first presidential inauguration on this day in 1789. Oh, George. He slept only everywhere, right? Yeah. George Washington, where didn't you sleep? All right, birthdays today. Lucas Haas's birthday. I love him. He was the little boy in Witness. I love that movie. That's like one of my favorite movies. He was so cute. Selena, mwah, may you rest in peace. If it wasn't for Selena, I don't think J-Lo would be who she is today.
You're so right.
You know?
You're so right.
She played it so well. But Selena, she paved the way for a lot of people. John Cryer's birthday is today. Good for him, man. Charlie Sheen helped him out a lot. Did you hear Charlie Sheen's getting married again for the 4th time? I just heard that. Yes, he is. Good old Charlie. Martin Lawrence's birthday is today. And do you know he was born in Germany? Martin Lawrence?
Really?
That's pretty weird.
That's what it says. He was born in Frankfurt, West Germany. Martin Lawrence. Go figure. I wanted maybe his father was in the army.
I was gonna say military. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dave Pirner, born in Green Bay, Wisconsin, the lead vocalist for Soul Asylum. Runaway Train. That's such a good song. Jimmy Osmond. He's like the little Osmond. It's his birthday today. I wonder how old he is today. Ian MacKaye, the rocker of Cyrano de Bergerac. I never knew there was a band, Cyrano de Bergerac, but I love Cyrano de Bergerac. That's one of my favorite stories. I always refer to Cyrano. I love it, I love it. Ellen Barkin, born in the Bronx, her birthday's today. I once sat next to her in a restaurant, the NoHo Star, you know that restaurant? I even will never forget I was like watching what she ordered. I'm like, what's wrong with me? I know.
I always liked her.
She's great. She's a great actress. She was on Roseanne's, what do they roast? And it was kind of interesting. That was really, I saw her in a whole different light. Jerry Rafferty's birthday is today. Remember that song Baker Street? That was a big hit when I lived in London. And I always just think of Baker Street. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lou Alcindor. I loved him for some reason when I was a little kid. I just loved him. Lou Alcindor and Kareem. I don't know why. He was like one of my favorite people. Dave Peverett. He, do you know who the band Foghat? Yeah. He was the singer, guitarist, founder, everything for Foghat. Bobby Vinton from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Roses Are Red was his big hit, Bobby Vinton. Herbie Mann, born in Brooklyn, his birthday. And Henry Mancini's birthday is today, from Cleveland. Angels, we always celebrate people who passed away on this day. And Robert Urich from Spencer for Hire. Do you remember him, the actor? He died at 55 years old. I don't know how. Mae Boren Axton, the songwriter of Heartbreak Hotel, is an angel with us today.
I feel so lonely, baby.
Cheyenne Brando, this is sad, the daughter of Marlon, committed suicide on this day. Could you imagine being Marlon Brando's daughter? Tough stuff, I suppose.
Well, I mean, look at Liza Minnelli.
And look at Paris Jackson.
Peaches,
Little Paris.
Peaches Geldorf.
Yeah, what happened? Was that suicide? Or drug overdose?
I think they may be out on that.
They haven't been saying, right?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy stuff.
Well, it is. Love
Two
to all
kids,
of
yeah.
Oh, man. Abdullah Saif al-Islam, the brother of the Yemenite king Ahmed, was beheaded on this day. So you are with us today, and we salute you. And Lawrence, the 4th Earl Ferrer, was, yeah.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on out there.
So many crazy things. And that is enough of this shit. Are you ready to meet some people?
Let's do it.
All right, we will be right back. And don't forget, it's Mushroom Day, so go get your mushroom on.